It's turtle time. Finally.
Comically correct comics.
If you haven't picked up your Berserker sets and you were planning on doing so, check me out over on eBay or Instagram. Best prices guaranteed, and it's also the best way to help support this channel. Enjoy the show. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Comically Correct Comics. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. On this channel, we do all things comic book related, from investment to speculation to collecting tips to submitting to CGC tips, you name it. We got it on this channel, plus lots of free giveaways. So please, if you're not already subscribed, consider doing so and leave a like on your way out if you enjoy this video. This video is going to be an unboxing of my new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic books, the first series. I've got some issues 2, 3, and 4, I believe, multiples. It's been so long since I ordered these, I actually can't quite fully remember exactly what I ordered. I do have an idea. But if you want to just skip straight to the unboxing, I'll put a link down in the description with a timestamp to when the unboxing actually starts. But first, I want to do my little sob story about why it took so incredibly long for ComicConnect to ship me these books. It took them 2 months to ship this order to me. And I want to start out by saying that I like ComicConnect. In fact, I think if you haven't checked them out, you definitely should. They have some incredible auctions on their site, huge selection of Holy Grail comics and then some. And they always just have these incredible auctions. So anytime I'm looking for a big boy book or something for the PC, I check them out first just to see what they have to offer. Now, because of the volume of books that they deal with, the stuff that's going in and going out, I always expect a little bit of a delay when I buy something from them. And so that's something to keep in mind, is you should be patient. But 2 months is a little bit of a reach. Also, it's worth mentioning that they're in New York City. They're in the heart of the pandemic. I mean, they're where the pandemic has really hit, probably some of the hardest in the country. Give them grace, be patient if you're going to order from them. What happened with me is I placed this order for these books. I knew I needed to be patient, so after about 3 weeks, still hadn't heard anything. And I thought, okay, it's been 3 weeks, so I'm gonna send an email. So I sent an email and said, just checking on my order. Nothing. Crickets for a whole week. I didn't hear anything for a week. So now we're at 4 weeks. So I decide, okay, I'm going to give them a call. So I call and I said, hi, I'm just checking on this order. Really nice girl at the front desk. And she said, oh yeah, she was super knowledgeable. She knew like everything that was going on. And she says, yeah, that's really weird. Usually this seller's really good about shipping their books to us. And I go, oh, you don't have it in hand? And she said, no, we have all of your books in hand except for one. This one is coming from this other seller. And I said, oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize when I bought the book that you guys didn't actually have it in hand. And that's something to keep in mind. And we'll get back to it at the end of my little spiel here. But basically, you can sell on their website as well. You can list your books on their exchange, and then you send the books to them. They do their quality control, and then they send the books to you. So they call it the exchange. It's a place where you can sell books. It's a great little tool. All of their books that they have on their auction are in hand. So their auction items are in hand. It's just on their exchange where they're not necessarily in hand. A lot of the books on their exchange are in hand, and some of them aren't. And unfortunately, it doesn't designate which is which on the website. There's no way to tell on their website on the exchange which books they actually have in hand and which books they don't, because it's going to take a whole bunch extra time to get the books that they don't have, because that person has to ship it to them and they have to ship it to you. So something to keep in mind if you're going to purchase a book from them. If it's a bigger book, you might want to call and check if they have it in hand, because like in this situation, I had my money tied up for 2 months, and now the price of the book has skyrocketed, so I can't get another one for that price. So it's something to consider when you are buying a bigger book. She said, now we're at 4 weeks, she said, let me reach out to the seller, see what's going on. He's usually really good, and I'll get back to you. Another week goes by. I still don't hear anything. So now we're at 5 weeks. So I call again and I say, yeah, I'm just checking on my order. She says, oh, that's really weird. The seller's usually really good. Let me check with them and I'll get back to you. I said, well, that's what you said last week. And she goes, well, let me just send one more email and I'll see if I can get a hold of them. And I said, okay, fine. So she sends them an email, nothing. They don't get back to her. I still don't hear anything. Another week goes by. Now we're at 6 weeks. I call back and I say, I'm just checking on my order. And she says, that's really weird. The seller's usually really good about this. I said, wait a minute. No, you've said that 2 weeks in a row now that you're going to contact them. I think it's safe to say that they're not going to send in the book. Please just send me the refund for that and send out the other books as soon as possible. She said, okay, no problem. We have your other books here. The pickup has already gone out today, so this will have to go out tomorrow. So this is at 6 weeks. She said it'll go out tomorrow. I said, great, no problem. Another week goes by. I don't hear anything. I don't get any shipping notifications or anything. And so I call back. Now we're at week 7. And I said, I'm just checking on my order. And she goes, oh yeah, let me check with the shipping department. We have your books here. They're ready to go out. And I go, well, wait a minute. Last week, you told me they were going out tomorrow. And she said, well, we're doing the best we can. We were hit really hard with the pandemic. We have limited staff. I get it. I understand completely. That's fine. But don't tell me they're going to go out tomorrow if they have no chance of going out tomorrow. Just don't tell me that. That's what gets me so worked up about it, is because you expect something when somebody says something to you, especially when you're waiting on books, and they set up this expectation. The expectation's not met. You get disappointed. That's how disappointment works. But anyways, I said, can you offer anything to me for this? Like, is this a standard procedure? I mean, 2 months to ship out a book, and she goes, no, it's not standard procedure. Let me check with my supervisor. So they did offer to give me free shipping on my next order. So it is what it is. I appreciate that offer. At least they're making an attempt to make up for it. But I just wonder, what would have happened if I didn't call? I mean, 3 weeks had gone by. And they hadn't heard anything from the sellers. Do they have any checks and balances in place for when somebody buys something on the exchange and the seller never sends it in? I mean, how long would it have gone before they contacted me? Because it seemed like it just wasn't going to happen. I suspect what happened was that I bought the book and the seller went and checked eBay prices and decided that he didn't want to sell it that cheap, because this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the prices are going crazy with them right now. So I suspect that's what happened, is that he just forgot to update his price. When I bought it, he was like, oh crap, I can get more for it on eBay, and just pulled out. So something to be aware of when you're buying from an exchange like this, is that type of thing can happen. All right, so now let's get to it. So I forgot one of the books that I bought in there was the Marvel Spotlight number 9. Marvel Spotlight on Captain Universe. That little hot spec book that hit the list there for a while. They call it a 9.2. And let's see what they're like for grading. Yeah, I don't know if that's a 9.2. I've seen worse 9.2s and I've seen way better 9.2s. So it is subjective at the end of the day. I guess I'm happy with a 9.2 on that, is what they graded at. So the first one here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3. And this is the first print in the 9.4. Lovely, lovely book there. And then we have another copy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, also in a 9.4. So we have 2 9.4. Sorry about the glare. That's really bad. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4. And this is also in a 9.4. And another Turtles number 4 and a 9.4. So the book that was canceled was the issue 2. And like I said, it was a killer price, and since then the price has gone out. So, naturally I'm really disappointed in that, because I was gonna, start completing. What I wanted to get was the first 4 issues 1, 2, 3, and 4, all the ones that have the monocolor covers like this, because I just think it's so cool that this book started out, back in the 80s. They probably did monocolor covers like this to save on printing costs and to save on money. And I just think it's so cool that this is a bona fide investment these days with the prices that they're fetching. Let's talk about prices for a second. So every time I turn around, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the hot list is shattering records. Okay. Like every time there's a sale, it's double the one in the past. And specifically for issue number 1, it's just super rare. There's only 3,000 print run for the first print. But now even the second print and the third print are all fetching crazy numbers. Now the first, second, and third print of issue 1 all have the same cover. They just say in the indice inside, it says first print, second print, or third print. That's one thing that's really cool about that book, is you can get a second or third print and it looks exactly the same as the first print. There was a 9.2 of the first print that sold for $28,000. And the previous sale only 2 months earlier was $11,000. So it's almost triple the price in 2 months. Just mind-boggling numbers. And then a 9.4 recently sold for $36,000, up from a previous record of $17,000. So more than double in one sale increment. That one had about 6 months in between sales, but still the previous sale was 17, and then the most recent was 36,000. Those kind of numbers are too scary for me. Okay. And I have a high tolerance for risk, but with numbers like that, it's just too much for me to take the leap and get on board for an issue number 1. I don't know how they're going to stabilize over time. I don't know if those prices can sustain themselves. Maybe they do. Maybe they go up way higher than that, and it would be a great time to get in. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm just not comfortable getting in at this point on issue number 1. But issue number 2, 3, and 4 are way more reasonable, and I think that there is a larger market for those books because more people can afford to get in on them. So that's why I went with these ones. These slabs will probably be coming to a Spin for Slabs game soon over on my Instagram channel. If you're not following me over on Instagram, please go check me out. I have a promotion. It's called Spin for Slabs, and these will probably be some of the top prizes for my next Spin for Slabs. The way it works is you buy a ticket, and that gets you is the entry fee, and then you get to spin the wheel. And we do it live. Everybody gets to see. It's a lot of fun. And you get to spin the wheel, and if you land on a bonus prize, you get that prize, and then you get to keep spinning until you land on a slab. So you're guaranteed a slab, and you have a chance at all these bonus prizes. That does it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, or go ahead and give me a thumbs down if you suck at life, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.